I'd like to turn now to Eric Mandel. He's a founder and director of the Middle East Political Information Network in Florida. Obviously, very difficult images coming out of Israel today. I'm interested to kind of hear your perspective on how the American public is receiving the joint American and Israeli decision to strike Iran, and whether or not the Jewish community, more specifically, is seeing any repercussions locally as a result of this decision. Obviously, post-October 7th, we've been seeing a rise in anti-Semitism. And the question is whether or not Jews could perhaps be blamed for what takes place on the ground in Iran.
Well, I think it's going to be a given that American Jewish community is going to be blamed. You already saw the anti-Semitic comment of Candace Owens, who has millions of followers here, one of the influencers, who's similar to Tucker Carlson, who said she is, against Israel. The hypocrisy, obviously, is none of these people were against, or condemn the world's leading sponsor of human rights, which is China, or the world's leading state sponsor of terror, Iran, or what's gone on to the Iranian people. And they didn't have a word to say about the 40,000 approximately protesters, and every life is important there.
Eric, I'm going to pause you for 1 second here. We are getting missile siren alerts right now in northern Israel, more specifically early warning detections of missile launches that have been activated. This means that there are going to be rockets in the coming minutes in Beit Shan Valley, in the Hamifratz area, Menashe, Wadi Ara, also HaKarmel, Hamakim. This is all northern Israel, including the Upper Galilee, the confrontation line, southern Golan, northern Golan. So what this means is that you are going to be hearing sirens shortly in that area of the country. It has been about 2 hours since the last wave of Iranian ballistic missile attacks on the state of Israel. The previous attack that we saw was in central Israel about 2 hours ago, where we saw that direct impact in Beit Shemesh. I'm going to turn back to you, Eric. Sorry, we just had to update our viewers about the situation on the ground. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to just to realize that how many Americans here, people reaching out to me, care about what's happening to Israelis, and they shouldn't feel alone or abandoned. Many Americans, and again, what Mike said from his report from the White House, there have not been polling of the breaking news. But I can tell you, there are so many people who care about the Israelis, and our thoughts are with them. I'll just step back a second and look at this war and how it translates into American politics. I mean, the question really at this point is, we're at as I would say, the end of the beginning. And the question is, how long President Trump is America, and how long President Trump will be okay with America fighting. And America needs, according to my analysis, many weeks to truly degrade and collapse the regime. And then the Iranians, and I think this point hasn't come up enough, the Iranian strategy is Iranian patience, and they want to run out the clock on American impatience, on President Trump's impatience. And it gets to what you're saying, the things that bring out the subjective, visceral emotions, the ballistic missiles. How many interceptors do you have left? And we know that the production of Arrow 3s and SM-3s is much slower. And again, with the patience, will America have the patience if the Straits of Hormuz are closed?
Right.
So how does American politics get into that? Yeah. Okay,
Sorry,
go ahead.